Alrighty, then that took us pretty much straight into our second match, which was Mr. Wrestling Mitchell Wright facing off against the Supercharged Valido.
Oh, I really like this match. I think both guys are great workers, Mr. Wrestling and Valido. I think they complement each other. Timing was good. Most of the match was believable. One thing I do like about Valido is he uses his body motion, his movement to emphasize any power moves that he does, like striking and that. He uses the ropes and runs in a lot, where some small guys sit there and just want to throw forearms or that to bigger people. Doesn't have that reality look where he'll bounce off the ropes and hit him with forearms. Mr. Wrestling's obviously a heavier and stocky built guy, but he also kept it a lot as a ring mat and let Valido have more of the fast moving stuff. I thought it was a very good match technically. Not
you're
really.
right in what you said. One thing I did like is one of the important things is to use your strengths, to use your thing. So Valido would obviously need to use pace and high flying and ropes and whatever. And as you said, Mr. Wrestling being a more solid wrestler, left a lot of the aerial stuff to Valido. And I think that's good because you've got to complement each other's style, but you can't be see, if Wrestling started doing some of the aerials, you're really taking everything away from Valido. So I think in that point, the chemistry was okay, was quite good. The only thing I'd say to Valido, as I said about Nate in the first match, I know, there are a lot of guys that struggle to put a bit of beef on. I can tell you for years and years and years, we did everything under the sun to get Ricky Diamond to beef up a bit because he was always really, really slight, And some people just can't put the weight on or the muscle on or whatever. But he needs to build up a bit. He's a bit too small. We talk about Rey Mysterio, but Rey's sort of built a bit, even though he's only 5 foot or something. But Valido needs, if he can just build a bit more on particularly the upper body, but he's got it all there, like his style, his confidence, his technique's okay. He's got a huge future ahead of him as well. Again, I don't like the fact he puts a T-shirt on and then goes and sits in the crowd after the match.
Yeah, it's true.
They're very, very obvious, and he gets up and down a few times, so it's not like he just snuck in and sat down and was unnoticed, although he's got the mask on. So, but on the match itself, like you said, it was a pretty good match.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, what I saw of it. I saw most of it, actually, because we had moved seats by that point and had a good view. I just really enjoyed the match, and I thought it was a good match, yeah.
And I think Valido and that Nate would put a good match on.
I think so, too.
I think they could put a really good match on.
Yep, definitely. All right, what do you reckon, Mr. Anthony?
I was in mind this match. I thought that because I do like the way Valido works. Like he doesn't go too heavy on the flippy stuff.
Nah.
Which is something that when you see somebody that does lucha like he does, you always expect flippy, but he doesn't rely on the flippy, which is something different and something that I quite enjoy because flippy gets too much after a while. But as I said, it was a great match. Both styles meshed well, and very interested to see what happens with both of these men moving forward.
I know. I like what I see with Mr. Wrestling. I like that old school style. Now I am a little bit leaning towards that old school style, and he's an old school looking wrestler, and I really do like how he goes about his business. So yeah.
I was trying to think who he reminded me of, and I can't quite get it yet, but he reminds me of someone. Just the build, the look, I don't know.
Buzz Sawyer. He looks like a Buzz Sawyer.
Yeah,
Buzz Sawyer.
Yeah. So if he had the Buzz Sawyer image or style, tell you what, that would suit him. That would suit him very, very well.
That wrestler brawler style.
Yeah. because he's good. He's got a hell of a lot of potential as
He's
well.
got a lot of upside, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of upside. Yeah.